Okay, hello YouTube. Welcome to my second tutorial on Python 3.7. Today we're going to be talking about a basic math that we can do in Python. And I'm going to teach you guys all the basics with all the operators and order of operations that you guys should know to be successful with Python. So let's start off by pulling up our IDE. So right now you guys should know we've been using Python for all of our tutorials. We've been using Terminal for all of our Python tutorials because it's super easy and convenient for beginners, absolute beginners. So since this is our second tutorial, we'll be using Python. In some of our future videos, we'll be using Atom when we get some really complex stuff. Just remember guys, if you guys are using Windows, all you guys have to do is go back to our last video to look at how to download our Windows platform for Python, the Windows version of Python. And for you guys are lucky because you guys don't have to do our first step. So the first step for anyone who's on Mac and using Terminal would be to just type in Python 3, as you guys probably remember, and this is just going to help pull up our Python our Python. So let's start off by trying to do some basic math in Python. So let's start off with probably something like 3 plus 4, right? It's 7. We guys should at least all of us should at least know this much. And I just like spacing it out. Even if you do this and make 3 plus 3, still going to get the same value. I just really like doing this. So in Python, most of it is really similar to our regular math, but we do have some functions that are completely different from actual math. So first I'm going to start off with some of the basic stuff that we should already know, like maybe from math classes or like maybe from university classes, whatever. So let's start off with this. First of all, the addition sign, as you can see up here, 3 plus 4, whenever you type 3 plus 4, you're going to get 7, just like regular math. And then just for math, instead of using the x for multiplication, we use the asterisk. So 3 times 3 in this example, I'll be doing 9. If you guys, and just in case you guys weren't, I mentioned this last video as well, you guys should really be following along to get the maximum benefit out of this video. So 3 times 3 is 9, or 4 times, asterisk, 4 times 7 is 28, right? That's pretty basic. Now, just like that, we have 28 divided by 7. For division, just use the backslash, not the regular divide. You get 4.0, and remember, just like I said, I was like spacing it out, so if you ever see me do something like this in any of our future videos, oops, sorry, I didn't do the backslash, 28 divided by, 28 divided by 7, just know it's the same exact thing. Okay, in addition to this, we also have to know about order of operations. So just to demonstrate this, I'll give you guys an easy example. Suppose we have 2 plus 5 times 4. So how would you do this? So some people might just go from left to right and go like 2 plus 5 equals 7, and 7 times 4 is 28. But if you guys haven't watched my order of operations video, you guys can watch it. It's in my Algebra 1 playlist. But this is actually incorrect. As I teach you guys in my Algebra 1 playlist, order of operations, my first video, order of operations, actually goes by something called PEMDAS, which means to solve order of operations problems, you have to go first by solving any parentheses that we have. In this problem, we don't have parentheses. Then you have to go to exponents. We don't have any exponents in this. And then multiplication and division are tied. Whichever one comes first in left to right, that's the one we do. And we don't have any multiplication. We don't have any division, but we do have multiplication. So this should actually be solved from first by doing 2 plus 5 times 4, which is 20, because addition and subtraction are tied for last. So you should always be doing addition after you finish your multiplication and division, your exponents, your parentheses, and yeah. So look, if we run this, we get 22, just like I said. Instead of doing the 2 plus 5 first, you do the 5 times 4 first. Okay, so it's going to give you guys another example just to make sure you guys retain this knowledge. How about 3 plus 4 divided by 2 times, times 3, okay? Just pause the video, or if you probably don't need to pause the video, but Try to take some time to think about this yourself, and I'll reveal the answer to you in a few seconds. So, as you guys should have known, if you go from left to right using order of operations, you'd find since multiplication and division are tied for third, we see we have, and we go left, when we check from left to right, we see we have the 3 plus 4 divided by 2, and that is 2. We're going to solve that first, and then going left to right, our second thing is the product of, or the quotient of 4 divided by 2 times 3, which is basically just 2 times 3. So that's 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 plus 6 is 9. And if we see, we should be getting 9 in this. Okay, so next I want to teach you guys about the double asterisk. So suppose we were to do something like this, 5 times 5 times 5. This is a really long, as you guys can see, it's kind of a long and tedious process just to keep typing 5, asterisk 5, asterisk 5. So instead of this, so we see we get 25. Instead of this, there's another function we have, it's a double asterisk. So if you do 5, double asterisk 3, all this tells us that we want to do 5, and you see we get 125. It just says we want to do 5 times 5 times 5 with 3 5. So it's basically 5 raised to the power of 3. That's what the double asterisk means. Next, we also have another thing. It's called the double backslash. So let's give you guys an example. So suppose we have 28 divided, oops, I'm not getting all that, 28 divided by 6. So we have 4.666667. You guys should probably know at this point, if you've done some higher level math, this is probably just 2/3, 4 2/3. So we get a really long and unnecessary decimal value. And there's this thing you can do in Python, it's the double backslash, where it completely just removes this entire 4.66667 and it just leaves you with this 4. So if you guys want to see what I mean, it's just basically this. Suppose we do 4, oh sorry, we don't want that, we want to do 26, and now instead of just doing the regular 28 divided by 6, we can just do 28 backslash oh sorry, we're not doing 28, it was 28 was the last one. 28 backslash 6, now we just get 4. By doing this, we just simply remove the dot 6666667 at the end, yeah. And there's one more thing I want to teach you guys, and it's the modulus function, as you guys can see over here. So when I do 4 modulus 3, we have a remainder of 1. So what does modulus mean? Modulus basically means when 4 is divided by 3, what is the remainder? So modulus basically just gives the remainder. So that's why when we get 4 modulus 3 over here, we got a remainder of 1. So let's just make another one. Maybe how about we choose let's just choose 2 more numbers that we can probably do in our heads. How about 12 modulus 5. So if this works the way we think it should, and since we know 5 times 2 is 10, and that means we'd have a remainder of 2, if we divide by 12 by 5, if this works the way we're predicting, we think that it should work, we should be getting a remainder of 2 on the console. And as you guys can see, we did. So just to go over this stuff with you guys, we first learned how to add on Python, then we learned to multiply in Python using the asterisk, then we learned to divide using the backslash, the backslash, then we learned order of operations, and double asterisks, then we learned double backslash, and then finally we just learned the modulus. So hopefully you guys at least learned something from this tutorial, and if you guys really just find this useful, it would really mean the world to me if you guys left a like and comment and subscribe down below. And until the next video, goodbye guys.